And no offense to any of the ladies here, I don't like women with plastic surgery.
Why?
It's not. What do you mean?
I don't think anyone here has. Who are you saying that to?
I mean, no offense. Like, it's just not my. No hate. Just I prefer women who are sans plastic surgery. If
What
you know
if she
what
got
that
like a
means.
little nose job or something?
That's still plastic surgery.
There's
I know, but it's
degree.
like-
Okay, there's degrees to it, right? Like,
What about Botox?
That's
filler?
just little.
like
Just a
lip
little bit.
fillers? Okay, let's say like not me personally, like I'm not attracted to like lipo belly or like BBL or fake tits, it's not here. Okay, here's my thing, right? With plastic surgery.
Damn.
She's like, I'm
Because
out.
I was in line, right? Here's my thing, like I would prefer, let's say a girl was totally flat, right? She was totally flat, but then she got fake tits. I would even now she's got big fucking fake double D's, right? Big fake tits, whatever. I would prefer a girl who's got small breasts that are natural over fake. Me personally.
And that's okay.
And
That's
that's
fine.
fine.
very fair.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
fine.
Same with the lips. I'd prefer if she just, however she was naturally, if she had a small upper lip, whatever the fuck. I'd prefer that over the fake lips.
So is like Botox and filler a deal breaker for you, or would you be okay with that, especially because it does go away over time?
It's not a total deal breaker. Again, it's scales, right? Like a lip filler, it's like, my only concern is it's a little bit of a red flag.
Why would you consider that a red flag?
It's you've acted upon,
Your vanity.
like it's acted upon, I don't know if this is the right term, body dysmorphia, body dysphoria. I don't know if that's the right term.
Body dysmorphia is when you like look in the mirror and don't register what you actually look like.
Then maybe it's dysphoria. I
No,
don't know if it's-
dysphoria is.
No,
Oh,
dysphoria can
dysmorphia.
apply to things outside of genderism.
Well, it can, but I mean,
Dysphoric
it's
feelings.
I hope I
Dysphoria
didn't
in
strike
itself
a
is a
chord
feeling. It's describing.
no.
No, I think that's dysmorphia, no?
Dysmorphia is yes.
Dysmorphia
Dysphoria,
is like
gender
what
dysphoria,
anorexic people
yeah.
would feel, for
Body-
example, on
yes.
some level. And
Yes, exactly. Dysmorphia.
Yeah.
But so I mean, like, well, I guess like you said, there's levels to it. But I don't think that everybody that gets lip filler or plastic surgery definitely has body dysmorphia. I think that that's like an extreme end of the spectrum.
But like, aren't you so, and look, I could be wrong, but aren't you so dissatisfied with how your body is presenting itself that you've opted to undergo a dangerous and otherwise unnecessary and not medically indicated surgery to enhance yourself cosmetically?
Yeah, and it could reflect the mental state of the person. Like Brian was saying with the dysmorphia, dysphoria, it could show like, oh, they might be insecure, they might have a bit of problems or something.
Right, but I'm saying that's an extreme end. That doesn't mean everybody that gets plastic surgery qualifies
No, it
and is
doesn't
under
mean
that
everybody,
category.
but
I mean, I guess like
in such
You don't, okay, so if you get plastic surgery, it doesn't necessarily mean that you have body dysmorphia, but
because I mean, like Botox, for example, is just like a maintenance of your face. Like all it does is paralyze certain muscles in your face so that you don't get wrinkles. So I mean, that's kind of just like a
Well, I'm talking- okay,
that's
sure.
Botox is different to fillers, though. So fillers,
Right,
like
but I
girls
said
get
fillers
fillers in
and
their
Botox.
cheeks where their cheeks are literally like, and
Right, and
you know,
I
and then
used-
like
yeah.
it's crazy that some of these girls when they get the lip fillers, it's like, do you not see how you look in the mirror, girl? Like literally, they're like big Daffy Duck lips and shit.
Yeah,
Like,
there's
it's
definitely
insane.
there's definitely extremes to it. I actually used to work at a med spa. I was a GM at
Oh,
one.
really?
Yeah,
Okay.
I don't have anything done really, but I worked at one, and so I would see both ends of the spectrum of people that are coming in and just doing like maintenance Botox and maybe a little lip filler, and then I would
Right.
see the other end.
Bender the Offender donated $99. No man wants to kiss hot dog lips.
Fair
And-
enough.
Yeah, I mean, and there's people that definitely like are super insecure with themselves and come in and get the big cheeks and get the big lips, and I would say they're more on like a dysmorphic end of things
Right.
where it's not registering properly in the mirror what they're seeing, and that is sad.
It is really
Yeah.
But again, I don't think that that's across the board with people that get
Yeah.
cosmetic work
just,
done.
Yeah.
I don't know. I just saw a chat. They said something about paralyzed muscles. I don't mean to be a nerd emoji here, but she's actually kind of right because it's really interesting. There's this disease or there's something you can track called botulism. It's found in like canned foods, expired canned foods, and in dirt, like the virus itself. And they found a way to utilize that virus for medical reasons. And yeah, Botox does create like not temporary, it does create paralysis. And botulism itself, it's really interesting because once it's in your body, you do get paralyzed within 7 hours and it kills you. I don't know. I just wanted to mention that because it's like my favorite disease.
I don't- I, like-
I'm really into medical.
But you're saying that's in the Botox
That's what
toxins that
Botox
they
is.
utilize?
Yeah, Botox.
Yeah.
Oh.
Botox is
But-
a neurotoxin.
Yes. It's a
And there's lots
neurotoxin.
of cases where they paralyze so much that everything starts drooping and you
Well,
can't
it
go back.
depends on
Oh,
how you
no,
inject it.
really?
Yeah.
Yeah, the muscles literally
Which is-
stop working.
Yeah.
And there are actual medical things that Botox actually helps, and there's like,
Headache.
yeah, it helps migraines, it can help lockjaw.
Yeah.
There's a bunch of, and it can
So-
actually help
Oh,
with
yeah,
your
I've heard about
sweating.
actually.
I don't know.
So it
like-
depends on what you're doing it for sure. And
yeah,
I mean, there's
botulism is like
over.
my favorite disease.
I just think
I
that like
fucking love
plastic
medical
surgery is kind of
microbiology.
predatory in that
Shout
like
out.
women are like there's this culture in the media that is like, here is this beauty standard, and you had it with Kim Kardashian where it's like this really ridiculous. I mean, she's had probably, I don't know how many plastic surgeries she had, BBL, lipo, fake tits, all this shit, right? And I mean, one, I think there's a financial component to it of you're spending all this money. So it's like, okay, well, so there's a financial component, there's a vanity component. And I mean, I just, maybe this is almost, it's weird. There's like two feminist positions on this. It's either, one feminist position is women should not feel compelled to undergo these dangerous and unnecessary surgeries to adhere to this beauty standard. And then the other one is, well, if it makes them happy, then you go, girl. Like, you shouldn't be shamed for wearing makeup or getting plastic surgery. Like, feel empowered, like whatever. So there's actually two divergent feminist positions on it. But I do think it's unfortunate that we put these burdensome beauty standards on women that they feel compelled to go under the knife. And anytime you undergo anesthesia, there's certain risks involved. Look, most people get plastic surgery without any sort of consequence, but there's risk of infection. I mean, I think you have to get them redone every 10 years.
For implants, yes.
The breast implants,
Yeah.
I
And
think
it
you need to
depends
get
on
them.
the implants because now
Yeah.
they're making it. Yeah,
There's different
advancements.
ones, but
Yeah.
you have to redo them, and then I think they're pretty safe now. But I've heard in the past that there was leaking;
And
they could
exploding.
leak,
And the mold.
and they're so.
They made people
The-
sick and stuff.
Yeah,
too.
yeah.
So-
The implants are literally prepped with like arsenic and like lead. And I don't think like honestly, what you were saying about the culture, there is a lot of pressure for like women to look a certain way. And I definitely have like an A cup or a B cup, like for sure. And so you definitely feel like, okay, well, I'm not the beauty standard. Sometimes you feel that way, then you realize, that's false. But over time I learned, I did a lot of research too, and I didn't realize like how crazy what they do to like just prep the boobs and everything. It's wild.
A friend of mine literally had to get hers taken out because they consistently gave her like a sharp stabbing pain like in the middle of her chest, and then other health issues that came up. And apparently that's not an uncommon thing. When she started doing her research, there were many people that confirmed the exact same thing. And so women need to go into that being aware of the ramifications.
It's called
And
BII,
oftentimes
breast
it's
implant
they're
illness.
not, because it's so normalized that like if you're uncomfortable with this, well, hey, go ahead and fix it. So it's a symptom of this microwave mentality that we have as a generation right now, I
Yeah.
think.
And then, I mean, also as a fan of large labia, there are 10,000 unnecessary labia plasties a year performed in the United States.
These
And
outrageous.
I think it's a tragedy that women are getting they're mutilating their,
I mean, they kind of are.
And it's
Mutilating their inner labia, not the part that you like.
no, it's they're
it's
they're
the
getting
outer-
they're
It could-
chopping
yeah.
off the lips, son.
The lips, I thought
The
it was
lips are
just
getting
the-
chopped off, and
I
it's
thought
a
it was just the inner
tragedy.
labia. Like if it's like
Ladies,
no.
any ladies
Outer-
watching who are considering a labiaplasty, my DMs are open. I will talk you out of it. I will convince you not to do it. But I mean, also, I just look. Do generally speaking, do men like large breasts? Yes, but I think like. If you think about it, the guy who's really going to care about you and you're going to really care about him, do you think it's going to be like the deal breaker that, like, if you had your breasts however they were before you got fake tits, is that going to be the, like, I don't know. I don't think so. You have something?
I was just gonna say I recently got my boobs done.
Okay.
And my boyfriend likes them both ways, so he loves me.
Well,
either way.
yeah, but you were with him before.
Yeah.
Were you like, what was the size of before?
I mean, I'd say I had like a B probably.
Okay. And he was dating you before, you know? But I mean, it's not clear to me. I'm not sure if women are necessarily getting plastic surgery for men. Maybe there's a component of that, but
I
maybe
think
it's,
that both men and women play a part in perpetuating the plastic surgery industry. They very much keep it alive. Like women, for example, like Kim Kardashian, a ton of people, like just having those people as like role models. Well, I wouldn't say Kim K specifically is a role model, but let's look at Kylie. She's like a billionaire. A lot of little girls might look up to her because she has like a blossoming, blooming makeup industry, and she also like has like this huge show. I think that having people like that, like as like, oh, Forbes top 100 young, whatever, having people like that just really does terrible shit to the industry as a whole. Like, you'll see new shit pop up every day. Like, you'll see buccal fat removal. Like, that was a huge thing. Like, a ton of like female celebrities started getting that, and like it just like that, like you'll find that they're putting out things that you didn't even know you should have been insecure about, like buccal fat removal. I mean, I myself have big jaw, big cheeks. That's like removing it, getting rid of the youthful.
Oh, I've heard that them give them that
Yeah.
look,
give
like
them
the
that look.
chiseled cheeks.
It's literally
Oh,
removing a
man.
muscle.
Yeah.
So your face
Yeah.
shrinks.
Which happens naturally over time anyway, right? Like as you get older, that starts to
those-
fill out.
yeah.
So imagine what they're gonna look like in like.
That's what the doctors are saying, that when they're
gonna
getting
get
older,
filler.
they're gonna look like an actual skeleton.
Right.
Yeah, so anyways, I think that women do play a part in contributing to the harmful industry by
I think it's both. I mean, there's
think
an
it's- yeah, like I
unrealistic,
said, it's both.
yeah,
It's
it's an
both,
unrealistic
but-
beauty standard from men and from women, you know? And I mean, there's also the reverse of it too, like women that want to reduce their breasts or whatever, and you see men up in arms all the time. You're taking away God's gift. You're doing X, Y, and Z, and it's like, you know, again,
but if
a
that's
health
for
thing.
health reasons, they're
Yeah,
understandable.
but you get the
surely.
people that are saying the same thing, like that's a deal breaker. if
Surely
you're
they're
doing
just
that.
trolling though. They're not actually being serious.
No,
that has to be a troll.
I had a friend who had hers reduced. She was, I believe, like a G, like myself, and she went and had them reduced. And she's a Twitch streamer, and her for like months, you ruined yourself, you ruined your body, like emails, messages, Twitch chat, everything. And it's like, but I mean, I think it's an unrealistic beauty standard, whether it's a reduction or you're getting implants or whatever, you know.
Right.
But-
And that's different, your stream channel versus like a partner. Like your partner, like if you get reduced to a D, your partner's still like, I got a big titty bitch. And you don't have back pain anymore? Great, even better. Like I don't think you would have a problem, you know?
word. Okay, but just
I think this
just,
is
well,
serious
just to
topic.
put a little wrap up on this topic. Yeah, I mean, so okay, I'd say the two that are deal breakers for me would be BBL and lipo.
Not the labiaplasty? Are you sure, Brian? That seems like that would be your number one
I mean,
deal breaker.
Sure,
There's
add it
actually-
to the list.
No, because
Fake,
there's like
fake breasts. It's like, it's kind of a little. I'd prefer you without, but, and then like,
What if they looked real and you just didn't know?
I mean, but
I've got a good eye for fake
labiaplasties
tits.
can benefit.
I've got a
us.
great
Alright.
eye.
How many people do you think have
table.
fake boobs at this table?
How many? Are you really inviting me to just stare at your tits right now? Okay, let me take a look.
You're the expert.
Okay, fake. You're wearing a shirt. You admitted to it.
You admitted to it.
Real? Real. Wait.
Me, what? I'm not even.
Real. Is that?
Yeah, I think you nailed it.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Accurate.
no, mine are fake. I'm okay with that.
But I don't know. It's the same with like. Okay, take the lipo thing, right? I would prefer, because I've seen the lipo belly, right? I would prefer a girl with like a little teeny belly, like a little pudge, versus the flat lipo belly. You know? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying?
You're allowed to have your own preferences.
I'm
That's
just saying.
okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's fine.
Also, I feel like girls
gonna
with
shame you.
fake tits don't
We're not
really
gonna
go
shame
for
you.
me. I don't feel like I'm the type of guy
Don't say that.
chicks with fake titties go for.
Maybe
All
you're just
boobs
like
are
omitting that
beautiful.
aura. You don't want
I
fake
have-
tits around you.
No, I don't know. I
Now they
feel
know.
like I'm just not the type of guy that those types of girls go for. Women with small breasts
Love you.
love me.
And huge
They're-
labias.
I'm irresistible to small-breasted women. But okay, all right, moving on. All right, okay, all right, let's move.